Hi, my name's AuraMaster 101, and today we're going to be playing Lovely Planet. I don't remember where I was exactly. You know what?
Happy Valentine's Day, even though it's a made-up day that was made by corporations to make you feel bad about not buying your lover/significant others their specific brand of overpriced jewelry, chocolate, or flowers.
Yeah,
or cars for some reason.
Yeah, happy Hallmark fucking day.
Today we're going to be telling you facts about it. Woo!
Yeah.
Fact number one, Al Capone slaughtered a bunch of people on this day.
Yep.
And what's commonly referred to as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah. Did you know that my dad... Did you know that my dad tried to convince me that we were fucking Bugsy Moran, aka the guy that Al Capone was fighting against, was our ancestor?
Does he have any proof of that whatsoever?
Well, at the time I was like, oh, I totally believe you.
Or was he just lying with you to fuck with you?
I don't know.
Because I've met your dad, and I can see him doing both.
This was also, in middle school. And,
Did you write a paper on it?
Yes, I wrote a paper on it because it was write about somebody that was in your family tree. And instead of, telling me more about my grandpa, being a moonshiner, it's oh, hey, we're related to Bugsy Moran. And it's oh, shit, really?
Was your teacher, highly skeptical of this little thing?
I don't know. I think my teacher just thought I was an idiot.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fact number two, Valentine's Day is celebrated every February 14th as couples across the globe honor their spouses, partners, and sweethearts. Hundreds of years of tradition and custom have been appropriated to make the holiday what we observe today. Here. Woo!
Yay! Happy Hallmark!
Valentine's is based on a bloody pagan festival.
All about...
Like most Christian holidays.
Yeah, all about fucking.
There was a fertility festival called Lupercalia that dates back as far as the 6th century BC. Roman priests would sacrifice goats, dogs, and use their blood-soaked hides to slap women on the streets. It's a fertility blessing.
What?
According to legend.
What?
Yep, and according to legend, people would then put their names in an urn to be selected to be paired with each other for a year.
Jesus Christ! That was way funnier than it should have been.
Slap women with dead goats.
I mean, I think Adam Ruins Everything puts it the best. Every Christian holiday now was literally Christians hey, so you can still celebrate this, but this is for Jesus now. And everybody was just okay, cool.
Just imagine the first year where slap everybody with a dead goat. Oh, jeez. They switched to lambs because he's the Lamb of God.
Oh my God. Ow.
Okay.
I just found the secret, and even though I have sound effects turned off, I had a very loud ping noise.
Every year, thousands of romantics send letters addressed to Verona, Italy, to Juliet, the subject of the timeless romantic tragedy Romeo and Juliet, which is a horrible book,
Mm-hmm.
and their city marks the location of the Shakespearean tale. The letters that reach the city are dutifully answered by a team of volunteers from the Juliet Club. Each year on Valentine's Day, the club awards Carla Galita, or Dear Juliet Prize, to the author of the most touching letter.
They were like 13, weren't they? Hey, Juliet was like 13, wasn't she?
And Romeo was like 19, yeah.
Oof.
Oof, big oof.
That's problematic in more ways than one.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet are amongst the couples of like, I say, yeah, people romanticize these couples, and they shouldn't.
They're right
They're up there with Bonnie and Clyde and the Joker and Harley Quinn. I'm just like, yeah, don't romanticize these couples.
Velma and Louise? Nah, like, actually,
That's
I don't.
Thelma and Louise, but okay.
Oh, Thelma? I'm sorry.
I think it's Thelma.
I've always.
I'll look it up real fast.
It's super awkward if it.
Yeah, Thelma and Louise.
Okay, I've always pronounced it Velma. I don't know why.
Hang on one second. The Valentine's Day tradition of giving a box of chocolates was started in the 19th century by Richard Cadbury. That Cadbury from Cadbury Cream Eggs.
Damn it. Everything leads back to capitalism.
Yep. First Valentine was written from a prison.
Neat.
His story's first quarter Valentine was written by Charles, Duke of Orleans, wrote a love letter to his second wife at the age of 21 while captured at the Battle of Agincourt and was a prisoner for over 20 years. He would never see his Valentine's reaction to the poem he penned her on the early 15th century.
Aww. That's really sad.
During the Victorian era, those who didn't want the attention of certain suitors would anonymously send vinegar valentines. According to the Smithsonian, these cards, also called penny dreadfuls, were the antithesis of customary valentines, comically insulting and rejecting unwanted admirers. They were later used to target suffragettes during the 19th and 20th century.
I love the term penny dreadful. God damn it.
Wearing your heart on your sleeve. The term wearing your heart on the sleeve may have origins in picking a valentine. So the Smithsonian reports that during the Middle Ages, men would draw the names of women who they would want to be coupled with for the upcoming year while attending Roman festivals honoring Juno. After choosing, the men wore the names on their sleeves to show their bond during the festivities. The common iconic chalky heart-shaped candies that have been passed around every Valentine's Day, and they taste kind of like Tums. You know those?
Yep, everybody knows Tums.
Yeah, that's because they were started off as lozenges.
God damn it.
According to the Food Business News, pharmacist Oliver Chase created a machine that would quickly create lozenges before switching to use the machine to create candy, later known as Necco wafers, which are garbage. Chase's brother came up with the idea of the print messages in the candy in 1866, and the candies got their iconic heart shape in 1901, appealing specifically to Valentine's Day sweethearts. In 2019, the Sweetheart brand of Conversation Hearts was suspended for a year as the candy's new owner, Springer Candy Co., needed time to make a supply of hearts for Valentine's.
How do you need time to, make Tums into heart shapes?
I know, they're just chalk. And you just machine them out.
Uh-huh.
Let's do the last random fact. Well, not random fact. Last Valentine's random fact. The idea of using a kiss to sign off on Valentine's has a long history, according to the Washington Post. The use of X came to represent Christianity or the cross in the Middle Ages. During the same time, the symbol was also used to sign off on documents. After marking with an X, writers would often kiss the mark as a sign of their oath. The gesture grew amongst kings and commoners. Certified books, letters, paperwork, and records were described as having been sealed with a kiss.
Oh, well.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure to slap your loved one with a slab of meat this year. We'll see you next Thursday.
Vegas.